Meets the eye. We'll be talking about those things this week. Up first, everyone who knows SeaWorld knows Shamu. The killer whale is the one big show of the park. And as you'll see, training the whale is a lot harder than training a puppy. Hey, that's great, but back up a minute. No, back up all the way. I mean, these are real killer whales. How'd they learn to do all those tricks?
When we do feed them, we get big handfuls of fish. But these are killer whales.
Yeah. The real work happens right here at SeaWorld, long before the crowds come in. These whales, and the rest of SeaWorld's famous residents, are fed, played with, cared for, and trained by a staff of professionals who work around the clock. Drew Deldros is from Vermilion. He's been an animal trainer for 7 years, and he says there's no real trick to all these tricks. It takes a lot of hard work and some good old-fashioned psychology.
If you give a positive reward, some type of reinforcement, the animals tend to do that behavior more frequently.
But before the tricks can be taught, a relationship has to be established. A good relationship probably comes in real handy when you remember you're looking at a 15-foot, 3,000-pound killer whale, a whale with a set of teeth designed for tearing flesh. The whales can respond to about 185 different commands, but they're really responding to different signals. Hand signals, body signals, and specially designed tone signals.
Watch what happens. Sound went off. See what she does. Yay! Good job, Shamu!
Shamu and company will be there when SeaWorld opens for the season, Saturday, May 22nd. And tomorrow night, I'll be showing you some incredible birds at SeaWorld and the SeaWorld baby boom.
I was hoping to see you ride the whale.
I'd love to. I think that'd be a ball.
That'll be your next series.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sally. And may actually stop it. Testing done overseas indicates the cartilage suppresses the formation of new blood vessels, causing cancerous tumors to shrink and die. Doctors in the U.S., however, are unable to prescribe it because adequate testing hasn't yet been done. Some American researchers think the theory is just too good to be true.
You know what was too good to...
A shark up close? Well, now you can. 5 sand tiger sharks arrived at SeaWorld today. They, along with a smaller nurse shark, are now setting their territory in their new home, the park's Shark Encounter. Visitors here will have a chance to see 5 different species of sharks from a viewing area 6 feet below the water. But don't worry, 5-inch thick acrylic panels separate you from the 14 sharks that will call this place home. Shark Encounter opens May 22nd.
We've all heard the saying, you are what you eat, right? Well, the curators at SeaWorld take that very seriously.
They are responsible for the health and well-being of all the animals at the park, and they pay very strict attention to the food they are feeding them. Sally joins us now to show us why as she continues her special series.
Well, after watching the preparation for the food that goes on for the animals at SeaWorld, we can tell you it's a pretty big undertaking. Meet the sea. Visitors at SeaWorld are always entertained by the beauty and playfulness of the animals. But have you ever wondered where these girls, Patty, Lucky, and Betty, get their energy? It must be in what they eat. You may be surprised to learn that SeaWorld animals eat the same fish we can order at the restaurants around town, only they eat massive quantities of it. Feeding the animals in the park is a massive undertaking. Take the whales, for example. Each whale eats about 150 pounds of food a day. There are 3 whales. That makes 450 pounds of food. That doesn't include snacks. And you have to get up pretty early in the morning to keep these animals well fed. These guys start work at 4:30 a.m., heading into the refrigerated thaw area to bring out some of the 1,500 pounds of fish they prep and deliver every day. And we're talking about several different varieties of fish: mackerel, herring, crab, shrimp, and squid, just to name a few.
We're gathering a lot of different types of food from all around the world to feed all the marine mammals, fish, and birds here.
And it's Lauren Fish's job to make sure the food the animals are fed is good for them.
There's different nutritional values for each food item, and trying to maintain a good nutritional balance for the animals, we like to feed a wide variety of food. Now, we've developed special vitamins for the birds, the mammals, and also the fish. They were developed through a lot of research with our veterinary staff and various nutritionalists around the world.
And to make sure the animals take their vitamins, the capsules are tucked into the gills of the first course. Many of the animals are hand-fed here at the community pool. The sea lions are trained to gather in the back of the exhibit while the seals are fed out front. After the vitamin fish comes several courses, and the handlers save the animals' favorite fish for last, kind of a dessert.
The animals definitely have preferences for different food items. That's another reason why we like to feed a wide variety of food items, because we don't want the animals becoming dependent on one species of fish.
Now, if these guys could only learn to mind their manners.
There's something else about SeaWorld that we found very interesting.
The following is a Channel 43 special presentation. Three innocent kids on a simple school project. Little did they know, they were about to enter Shark Encounter.
It was a dark and stormy night. Actually, it was a cloudy, then sunny, then cloudy kind of day. But if I had known then what was going to happen, I might have headed home. Mom dropped us off, sure that Michael had set everything up. You'd think she would have figured him out by now.
I'll pick you up right here at 4 o'clock. Watch your sister. Are you sure this is all set up?
Yes, Mom, but I didn't know she had to come.
Just watch your sister. You didn't really set something up, did you?
No, we just thought of this today, remember? But no way was Mom just going to drop us off.
I'm telling.
I didn't know you were going to be with us, Fish Breath, so do exactly what I said and I might let you live.
Now what are we supposed to do?
I bluff our way in. Who's not going to believe two innocent school kids?
Anyone with a brain.
Can we dish her now?
Hey, Steffi, the whales are over that way.
There aren't any whales here. What are they talking about? Where are they anyways?
Yeah, great bluff. Now we're going to have to sit here for an hour waiting for your mom. Then we're not going to get our project done. We're going to have to figure out a whole different deal.
All right, let me think.
Never send boys to do a woman's job, brother. Come on, guys. I got this all set up.
Hey, kids, how you doing?
Good.
Great.
My name's Jack Hanna, and Officer Mark said you all have a problem.
Yeah, actually we do. See, we've got to get a scavenger hunt for our ecology class, and it's a major part of our grade, and it's really important. And we knew we could find all the stuff here at SeaWorld, but we didn't know you guys were closed, so we left it kind of late.
No, wait a minute, hold on. Now, what are your names?
Okay, well, I'm James, and this is Mike, and this is little sister Steffi. We have to video scavenger hunt for our ecology class, and we need to find 5 specific species that are environmentally important to our future.
Yeah, we need to shoot 5 species. 1 ancient, 1 feathered, 1 endangered, 1 huge, and 1 misunderstood.
Well, you should be able to find all those here at SeaWorld. Now, we're closed, but we do have a lot of education groups here, and we also are doing a television special for Channel 43.
Channel 43? Is Liz here? So I admit it. TV is my life.
Yeah, Liz is here, Ramona's here, Sally's here, Jack's here. They're doing a neat show about the new Shark Encounter.
Sharks? They'd work for our scavenger hunt. Oh, please.
Oh, come on, please.
All right, I've got about an hour. You got to be careful. It'll be a quick tour. A lot of construction going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a high five. I got to give a tour.
Where do we start?
Okay, we're going to start with sharks. Now, they're real big. They're real scary. And we're going to get so close you won't believe it.
Well, this is turning out to be more interesting than I thought.
10 feet of muscle in motion, and just a few inches will separate you. Do you have what it takes to enter Shark Encounter? Come along with Channel 43 to SeaWorld of Ohio for a behind-the-scenes tour of their latest attraction. Plus, you'll get up close and personal with Shamu and Namu, party with the penguins, and meet one wild and crazy sea lion. Join host Jack Hanna with Ramona Robertson, Jack Marshall, Sally Bernier, and Liz from Kids Land for Shark Encounter. Shark Encounter is brought to you by Arby's. Discover for yourself. Take Arby's Sub Challenge by Formula.
Curled away, just a jackknife has old Mac Heath big, and it keeps it out of sight. You know when that shark bites with his teeth big, scarlet billows start to spread.
Can you believe they showed this stuff to kids?
Well, Mac Heath.
Maybe I'll just head over to Dalton.
Now, is that how you pictured sharks?
Yeah.
No, that's not the whole story. This is Pete Mohan, curator of fishes here at SeaWorld. Get ready for opening day?
Hi, Jack. Yeah, we're trying. A couple days left.
I hope we're not disturbing you, but these kids are on a special mission. They're on a video scavenger hunt, and they're looking for some footage of an ancient species, and of course, I told them where to go.
Well, you've come to the right place. Sharks are a lot older than dinosaurs.
Oh, wow. Keep on going.
Sharks originated maybe 400 million years ago. Dinosaurs only half that far back. 65 million years ago, dinosaurs became extinct, but sharks continued until the present.
I didn't know they'd been around for so long.
They've changed little over many millions of years because they are efficient predators and have not really needed to change.
I'm a little afraid of sharks. Don't they kill people?
No, that's an old wives' tale. Sharks aren't going to hurt you. Tell them, Pete.
Steph, you don't need to be afraid of sharks. Sharks are actually less likely to hurt you than a bee sting. More people are killed by bees every year than by sharks.
Wow, but if they don't eat people all the time, what do they eat?
Sharks eat all kinds of marine creatures, mostly fish, but other kinds of crabs and shrimp and anything else that lives in the ocean. They can hear prey miles away because of a specially developed organ called the lateral line that runs down their side. It's very similar to the human ear, but can detect very small vibrations in the water. They can also smell things hundreds of meters away in the water, and they also have a very keen sense of detecting electrical fields in the water, which are produced by all living things.
How do these sharks eat such big things?
Actually, they've got teeth that are developed to look a lot like these.
The shark master finds his prey and eats it with a knife and fork.
The great white shark, for instance, has teeth that are serrated a lot like this knife. Other sharks, like the sand tiger shark, have teeth that are developed more like a fork. They're a piercing tooth. Still other sharks don't cut their prey, they crush them. This particular series of teeth actually came from a horn shark whose teeth are developed to work a lot like a pair of pliers that you use to crush shellfish with. Finally, there are a few sharks that actually filter food out of the water with something like a strainer.
If the sharks are so well adapted, why are they in trouble?
Well, they're not actually in serious trouble. They're not endangered per se, but there actually are a lot of sharks that are becoming scarce in certain parts of the world because of a lot of fishing that's going on. There's a couple of reasons why sharks are fished out so quickly. One is that they take a very long time to reach an age where they can have babies. There's also another problem in that sharks only have 6 to 12 babies a year or every 2 years, whereas something like a cod will have 3 million eggs a year.
You know, pollution plays a great factor, too. The Earth is made mostly up of water, and all the pollution we cause on land goes right into the sea. And a lot of the nurseries for the sharks, where they have their babies, is up in the shallow area where all the pollution goes. And just because sharks are mean doesn't mean that we have to do something to their habitat.
What? Yikes, am I about to be a shark snack?
Well, we've got our ancients. Where to now?
Wait. Come on, let's not rush this. The quicker we get done, the quicker they're going to get us out of here. And this is fun.
You're right, but we need to find something feathered. Maybe a bird.
Hey guys, the sharks just told me that penguins would be really good.
Steffi, sharks don't talk and penguins don't fly.
Well, actually, you're right, Stephanie. Penguins are birds. They have millions of feathers. Why don't you go over to the penguin encounter and see Laura, okay? And I'll join you in just a minute.
Oh good, penguins are so cute.
Cute isn't on the list of amoeba brain.
Amoeba brain?
Coming up, will Ramona be pecked by penguins?
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah. below. And then a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, I was out and know there was a party going on.
It was so cool. Lights, camera, and Ramona.
3, 2, 1. The penguin encounter, which you see behind me, has very strict temperature and light conditions which mimic the natural breeding grounds in the Arctic. Or is it Antarctic? Wait a minute, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we better redo that.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. As you can see behind me...
Oops, were you done?
Oh, no problem. We've got plenty of tape. What are you guys doing in here? I thought the park was closed.
We're on a school video scavenger hunt. Smile, Ramona.
Jack Hanna's told us to meet Lauren here, and she'd take us inside. You want to come with us?
I don't know. Me and small animals, we don't get along very well.
Penguins are birds.
I know. Well, maybe I'll go inside, but let me get a coat first. I think it'll probably be pretty cold in there.
Well, I'll stay here with this little regret. We wouldn't want her to freeze to death.
Freeze to death? Give me a break. The cold I could take, but little penguins nibbling my shoes? Nah.
Hi, I'm Laura Collins, Assistant Curator of Birds.
Hi, Ramona Robinson from Channel 43.
And I'm Michael Witherspoon from University School. Jack Hanna said he could give us some information about the penguins.
Sure, what would you like to know?
Where do they come from?
A lot of the penguins in here are part of a breeding program that SeaWorld of Ohio has, as well as our other parks have. Penguins in general are from south of the equator, anywhere from the Antarctic to the Galapagos Islands.
How do they stay warm? It's so cold in here.
Well, penguins have a lot of what we call adaptations to stay warm. One of the things is their feathers, which help keep them dry and warm.
Hey, Steph, he was right. A feathered species.
Are they in danger of becoming extinct?
Actually, there are two species of penguins that are in danger. There's the Humboldt penguins, and there's the yellow-eyed penguins. Our SeaWorld of California Park has been doing a lot of work with the Humboldt penguins, and they have a very successful breeding program with those animals.
What do they eat? How often do you feed them?
They eat herring, which is a type of fish, and we feed them twice a day. Penguins don't have teeth, so they just swallow the fish down whole. Now, with the baby penguins, chicks as they're called, we feed them something different. We feed them what's called a penguin milkshake. And what that is, we take fish and vitamins, and we grind them up in a blender, and then we give it to the young penguins.
How many kinds of penguins are in this room?
There's 4 different species of penguin in the encounter. There's the chinstrap, which we hear right now, known for his black strap of feathers under his chin. There's the Adelie penguin, which is your typical black and white penguin. There's the macaroni penguin, which have the neat little yellow feathers. And there's also the emperor penguin, which are the large penguins that stand about 4 feet tall. We also have 3 different types of flighted birds in here that are indigenous to the Antarctic. There's the blue-eyed shag, known for their beautiful blue eye rings. There's also the kelp gulls and the brown skua. Do you want to feed them?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Ramona?
No, I don't think so. But thanks for everything, Laura.
Good answer, Ramona. Pick up those smelly fish, and cats will follow you for a week. Not only did I not freeze to death, but they were all very nice birds. And Mr. Hanna taught me all about them.
That's okay, Steph. You can call me Jungle Jack. You know, James, Stephanie and I have been taking special classes about these beautiful birds. And she's positively penguin now.
Oh. Come on, now Jungle Jack and I are going to see Liz.
You guys go ahead. I think I'll stay here and watch Michael feed the penguin.
Hey, don't get pecked to
death. Jungle Jack.
Coming up, Elvis.
This is Liz, and I'm here at Shamu's Happy Harbor. And I have a riddle for you guys. Yes, I do. What?
It's really fun to see all those cameras and stuff.
Hi, this is Liz, and I'm at Shamu's Happy Harbor. And I have a riddle for you. What has 22 legs, stands 13 feet tall, and goes 25 miles an hour? Can you guess?
What the?
I know.
Oh, hi, guys.
How you doing?
You want to take a guess?
Yep. Shamu and 10 friends.
Bad guess.
Oh.
No, you're wrong, but who's your friend here?
Hi, Liz. I'm Steffi. Can I help with what you're doing?
Well, sure you can, but first you should go put your own clothes back on, okay?
Okay, be right back.
Okay.
Penguin, huh?
Yeah.
How's it been going today?
Just fine, thanks. My part of the special is all about the entertainment in the park. First, I have to finish this one stand-up, and then I can take Steffi, and we can go jump in the balls or something.
Oh, she'd love that.
Okay.
So would I.
Okay. Now, where was I? Hi, this is Liz, and I have a riddle for you. What has 22 legs, stands
13 feet high and goes 25 miles an hour. Can you guess?
Well, I heard about the fella you've been dancing with all over the neighborhood. So why didn't you ask me, honey? Or didn't you think I could? Well, I know that the boogaloo is out of sight, but the shingling can bang tonight. But if that was you and me out there, baby, I'm gonna show you how to do it right. Do it right. Do it right. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on and let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on and let me see you shake your tail feather. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Hey, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on right now.
Well, Liz and I have been talking about all the fun shows here at the park. Now, we want you to have fun, but we want you to take away something else.
Take what?
Well, for example, we want you to come here and learn about the animals, because when you learn about them, you respect them, and then you'll want them to survive.
And it all can start with kids just like you.
You want me to bring the animals home and take care of them?
No, I don't think you can do that, because you'd have to have about 150 pounds of herring in your basement for Shamu every day, and it would smell.
Well, can we go see Shamu now?
Yeah, let's go.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
We'll see Bye.
Next, you.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight.
The whales were so incredible.
Whoa!
Wow, here we go.
Oh,
Man alive.
I knew they were big, but when you see them in person, whoa!
And they're so beautiful.
Do they bite?
No, not these guys. They don't eat people, but I tell you what, Ted Turner, curator of training here at SeaWorld, is going to tell you a lot more about them.
Yeah, you can reach out there and pet her if you'd like to. See that?
Can I pet her?
Sure, go ahead, Jack. Watch out.
No, God, don't do that. Wow,
No, actually what you're doing is giving a type of positive reinforcement. And as you know, positive reinforcement is one of the most important elements of learning for animals and for people as well. As we teach the animals small steps, we pair them with hand signals and body language. And eventually what we can do is pair those sounds with those hand signals, and the animals learn to respond to just underwater sounds played through speakers. Well, that's why I have this headset on. It's a portable microphone, so I can take it off and just jump in the water anytime I want to with the whale.
Are they fish like sharks?
That's a good question, James, but they're not fish at all. They're mammals, okay? They breathe air, they give their young milk, and they have blubber, and they're good parents just like we are. Now, fish are different, of course. Fish aren't mammals, okay?
What about that blowhole thing on top?
Well, she's got one on her head just like you. No, I'm kidding. You don't have one up there. That's where they breathe. If you took your nose and kind of walked it right up there to the top of your head, that's how they breathe. And that's evolved over millions of years, so they can breathe as they come up to the surface of the water.
Now, how long can they stay out of water like that and breathe?
Well, the animals have been known to slide up on beaches and actually grab prey, sea lions and those types of prey specimens. So they can stay out of water long periods of time if they want to. But sometimes it's the weight that causes them problems if they stay out of water long periods of time.
So, like, how do they know what to do?
Well, we teach them very small steps at a time. As we teach the animals small steps, we pair them with hand signals and some body language. And eventually, we can actually take underwater sounds and pair those sounds with those behaviors, and the whales learn to perform just for those sounds.
You mean they hear music and they know what to do? I wonder if that would work on brothers.
Well, not exactly, Steffi, but it's sort of like that. But come on, I'll show you how we do it.
I'd like to stay here.
Okay, well, you stay here. I'll take the guys with me, okay?
Let's go.
Okay, guys, now that you've got your boots on, let's come on out and have a little bit of fun with our tone system.
Okay, Ted.
All right. James, why don't you stand right here? Sure. Michael, you stand right here, and I'll show you just how this works, okay? Here we go. Here's the first behavior. And keep your eye on Shamu. Yeah, that's the way to get your boots wet. That's how we indoctrinate everybody, okay? Doesn't this look like fun? We'll go ahead and try just a few. You guys want to try it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you go first. Why don't you press hula tone, and we'll see what Shamu has learned.
Okay.
Right there. Excellent. Michelle's going to tell Shamu she did super. Yeah. All right. Your turn, Michael. Why don't you go ahead and press that tone right there. Double peck wave.
Oh.
Very good. That's terrific. And we'll do one more. Let's see how Shamu does. I'll press wave. Wow, isn't that amazing? She's learned her lessons well, huh?
Well, are whales endangered?
Well, some species are, James, and some aren't. But what we try and do at SeaWorld to protect them very well is to learn about them before they become so endangered that they'll be extinct very soon.
Well, don't they get tired of doing the same stuff show after show?
Well, if you come here and watch our shows, we never do the same thing twice. And you have to remember, you can't make a 3,000-pound killer whale do anything it doesn't want to.
Hey, we've got to get our video scavenger hunt, and this guy's certainly the huge species.
As a matter of fact, this particular animal weighs about 3,000 pounds, and she's about 14.5 feet long. Now, when adult killer whales, male killer whales, reach full size, they can reach anywhere between 12,000 and 13,000 pounds and be about 20 to 25 feet long. All right, James, why don't you help me out with this last behavior? Why don't you press that?
Back dive.
That's his back dive, right. Okay, let's watch what happens. Now, Shamu's going to swim about 30 feet down to the bottom of the pool. Watch this, Michael.
Wow.
There's a little sighting bow over there.
That's awesome.
Now look right in the center of the pool. Super job. Wasn't that amazing?
Wow.
That is amazing. Really reinforced her, Michelle. That was just super.
Go, girl!
If you want to slip in the water with her, go ahead.
Do they really like people?
Of course they do. They love their trainers that take care of them every day, just like you love your parents. They take care of you every day, don't they?
Right.
Hey, I got an idea. You want to go watch them tape the dolphins? All right.
But I got these really big boots, so can we go say goodbye to Shamu?
I was wondering what these things were for. Let's try it. Be careful now. Drew's going to do it. Whoops. Don't you become whale food. Wow, look at that. Say goodbye.
Wow.
Shake her flipper. Goodbye,
Bye.
Shamu. Goodbye. Thank you, Drew. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay.
There she
For
goes.
this, I would have spent 3 days with Mike and James. Maybe 2.
Those whales are just awesome. They really are something else. Listen, before we get taping here, I wanted to ask you a few questions about the whales.
Sure, we can get started. Hey, look who's here.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Sally Bernier from Channel 43.
Nice to meet you, Sally.
You must know Bill Hughes, the general curator.
Yeah. Bill, how you doing?
Good. How are
Any
you,
baby
Jeff?
whales lately?
Well, not here. The 2 of our whales here were born in Florida and Texas and part of our successful breeding program here at SeaWorld.
Is it take a long time to have baby whales?
Well,
The program's been going on since about 1980, and we've had 7 successful births, the most that have been, that anybody has had, and we're real proud of our breeding program now.
Do you only breed whales here?
No, we breed many different types of animals. Our bottlenose dolphins, we have over 88 dolphins in the company, and we've bred more than half of them in our other 3 parks as well as here. And we're breeding sea lions and other pinnipeds, harbor seals, walrus throughout all the parks, trying to maintain our populations in our park.
Bill, I was in San Diego lately, and they had some beached animals out there because they're near the ocean. But what about the SeaWorld here in Ohio? Do you have beached animals here?
Well, all our parks have beached animals. We're all part of the program. SeaWorld as a whole has rescued over 2,500 beached animals. Many of our animals here are either offspring of beached animals or the beached animals themselves that could not be returned to the wild.
In other words, if it wasn't for SeaWorld, these beached animals would have died.
That's correct. That's correct. And the ones that we could rehabilitate and release, we have. There are a few that can't, so we've brought them in, rehabilitated them to the point where we can show the public, educate them a little bit about these animals so they can understand better of what goes on in the wild.
I know you do a lot of shows here, Bill, but what about education for kids?
Our education programs here run throughout the year, during the summer as well as through the school year. SeaWorld educates about 600,000 children a year, and over the 20 years, we've reached over 7 million kids through our education programs to help them understand better about these animals and about the environment.
Bill, I know that SeaWorld started with like 1 or 2 vets 20 years ago, and today you have such a tremendous vet program. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, as a matter of fact, Jack Marshall is doing a segment on that right now.
If he keeps spitting at me, we're going to have a little problem here, okay?
Never argue with the dolphins. They always have an answer for everything.
Okay, I talked back to him, okay? What's the next question, Jane? Where's the towel?
3, 2, 1,
Sam, how often do these beautiful animals have to be examined?
Well, I examine them every single day. Similar to this, we'll come down, look their entire body over. I'll talk to the trainers, see how their appetite is, see how their behavior is, make sure they're doing all their show behaviors up to par. We look for very subtle changes in their behavior and or their appetite to tell us about maybe an early problem coming up. Frequently, they just may not be that hungry that day. We can also do blood samples just like we can see right here. You can see the vein in this area. We'll put the needle there and take some blood, run it to the lab. And by doing that type of thing, we can tell problems are coming early on.
Sam, how can you tell if these animals are healthy, and how do you keep them healthy?
Well, like I said earlier, we'll talk to the trainers a lot, make sure their appetites are good, make sure they're feeling good. But also we do a preventive medicine program. That means we'll give them routine physical exams. We'll weigh them on a regular basis. Look at their bloods at least once a month. I'll also do cultures of the respiratory tract. There's a lot of things, very subtle changes in both their blood work and their behavior that can point to possible problems that are coming up.
Sam, I wish I could tell the dolphins apart, but to a layman, they all look alike. How do you differentiate who's who?
Well, as you can see, these don't look like your typical dolphin you'll see in another aquarium. These are Pacific white-sided dolphins. These girls are full grown. They're about 15 years old. This is their actual normal size, where they'll be. I can tell the individuals apart by little different markings, different changes in their coloration, different postures they take. Believe it or not, sometimes even stay in different areas. They have their favorite spots.
Hey, take it easy now. We're almost done. Don't get mad. Well, Sam, other than getting wet all the time, I would imagine you really love your job out here.
Well, yeah, I do. You do have to like the water, but I do really like the animals. Seems like every single day we can learn something new about these animals and hopefully contribute to all the marine mammals in general.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Sure. Sam Dover, the vet out here at SeaWorld. I'm Jack Marshall for WUAB-TV. Did you get that okay?
Yeah, we got it. It's a wrap. We're done.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, guys. The check's in the mail. Okay, just for that, no residuals.
Well, you know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will.
So, what do we do next?
We need to find a species that's misunderstood, whatever that means.
Hey, guys. Clyde said to go find Eddie at the pirate ship.
Now, this girl is certainly a misunderstood species.
Who's Clyde? Who's Eddie?
Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself.
Wait, Steffi, come on. Come back.
Coming up.
Eddie! Clyde!
Eddie!
Hey, Clyde.
I wouldn't make fun of a 600-pound sea lion.
Have you guys seen it?
I told you here. But where is it? I don't know.
Find her. Come on.
Here.
Have you seen Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie and Clyde are right around here somewhere. Hey, here they come now. Eddie, where you going? We have company.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Whoa.
wait a minute. Here comes Clyde and Eddie now. Hey, guys, we're right over here. All right. Hi, Clyde. Wait. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Something's wrong with Eddie. Hang on.
You all right?
Whoa.
I think so. We better give him CPR. I think this is the job for Clyde. Hang on. Hey, Clyde. Come on over here. There you go. Okay.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hang on. Let me go get my mic and we'll have some fun, okay?
Okay.
Are seals fun to work with?
Seals are a lot of fun. However, this isn't a seal. This is a sea lion, and I probably imagine Clyde thinks it's a lot more fun than a seal. Matter of fact, why don't I show you guys what the differences are between a seal and a sea lion, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's take a look first off. Come on over here for a second, Clyde. Now, you see these right here? Those are his ears. Now, sea lions have external ear flaps. Seals just have a small hole just behind their eye right back there.
Ah.
Another big difference is, look at this. See this big, large flipper right there?
Yeah.
That's his pectoral flipper. Sea lions have large flippers. Seals only have small flippers that have claws on. They're very good. Why don't you go ahead and reach in there and shake his flipper, Steffi? Very good. Very nice. Yeah.
Well, he's kind of fat. How much does he weigh?
Well, Clyde is quite big. He's a California sea lion, a male. He's fully grown, weighs about 600 pounds right now, and eats about 20 pounds of food every single day.
20 pounds of
20
food.
pounds of food.
Whoa. Training seems fun. How do you train them?
You know, that's one of the biggest questions that we always get from everybody is how do you train animals? Now, oh, hang on a second. What is it? That's a great idea. Clyde says, how about you get a chance to train them and learn what it's like to be a trainer? You guys want to do that?
Sure.
All right, let's do that. Let's try that. Okay. Good. Tell you what, why don't you hop right in front of him, and then let's see what he does, okay? Go ahead. Very good, very good. Reach right back there, grab you a couple fish, and toss them.
Okay.
Very good. There you go. All right, tell you what. How about you? Why don't you come right in front of him? And you got an idea? All right, go ahead. Lift your leg. Here we go. Go right ahead.
Whoa. Awesome.
Very good, very good. Go ahead and get some food. And very good. Go ahead and reinforce it. Tell him he did a good job. There you go. Yeah, one at a time. Okay, very nice. Now, I got an idea for you.
Hey, Steffi, hold it, but make sure you don't drop it.
Oh, give me a break.
Why don't you walk right up to him and kind of look out this way and scratch your head like you're thinking. Let's see what happens.
Oh, my God. Oops. Okay, so my life is over.
You know, I think it's going to be all right. Why don't you guys go get it, all right?
Steffi.
Good boy. Very good. Good boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I got it. I can't believe you dropped it in the water.
I'm sorry it was an accident. At least I got it out.
It should be all right. I've got it dried off enough.
Well, hey, guys. Are sea lions endangered?
Not as much as Steffi is.
One little mistake. You're like the perfect kid anyway.
No, sea lions aren't endangered, but I know a little guy that is. There we go. See this right here? This right here is a North American river otter. Yeah, why don't you climb back there? Now, they used to be extinct right here in the state of Ohio. However, because of efforts by the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, we've been able to reintroduce them and repopulate them back in the environment. Hey, would you guys like to take a close look at him?
Yeah.
I got this towel. We'll let him come out here and rub around on the towel for a little bit, all right?
Yeah.
Come on out here, little guy. Very nice. Here you go. Isn't he cute?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Hey, this guy's an endangered species. I'm rolling.
This has turned out to be some pretty cool homework. All we have is one species left.
What's that?
Something misunderstood.
Oh, that's easy. Go back to where you started.
Shark? Shark! Okay, thanks, Daddy. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
What up, Daddy?
They're fascinating.
Cool.
Well, how was it?
It was awesome. We saw otters, sea lions, and whales.
And Liz and Ramona from WUAB.
Yeah, but did you get your video? That's what you came here for, that video.
We're not so different, you and me. Look at all the things we share. A winning personality and a certain self-affair. You make the stadium a happy place with the warmth of your laughter and smile on your face. Now we've come to the end of the show. Don't wanna stop when our hearts say go, go, go. Together we'll have some fun. Together till we get it done. A party we can't miss. The kind that'll make us laugh together. You and me together in harmony. See you up there. It's a happy day.
See you later. Everything but one. We need to find a species that's misunderstood. I think the teacher means an animal that's different than it really seems.
Well, you came to the right place again. Sharks are very often misunderstood.
Well, actually, I used to be afraid of sharks, but now I realize that they should really be afraid of us. I guess people just don't understand them.
See, that's what you've learned here at SeaWorld, and that's what they do here is teach people about how animals get along with each other. For example, what we do to a shark could affect the penguins. What we do to penguins could affect the shark. All animal life is interrelated, just as we are with the animals. And when an animal becomes endangered, whether it be a shark or whatever it might be, it's almost too late for that animal. So we have to take care of all the creatures of the sea.
Where are the sharks? Well, I mean, when are they going to get here?
Very soon, very soon.
Is this aquarium just like the ocean?
Well, it's a lot like the ocean. It's the biggest aquarium of its kind in the Midwest. It's 340,000 gallons of salt water that we make ourselves. It's 100 feet long, 40 feet wide, 15 feet deep. It's entirely man-made. The reef is all built by the staff at SeaWorld.
But what's it really going to be like?
Well, that's what Pete and I have been doing, are watching video from the new shark encounter at SeaWorld in Florida. And what you're seeing here are living sharks, and they're named for their mustard yellow coloration. And then the bull shark, it's one of the 3 most dangerous species, like the great white shark and the tiger shark. It's responsible for more documented attacks on man than even the white shark. Now, the very high triangular dorsal fin here is a distinguishing characteristic of the brown or sandbar shark. Oh, the nurse shark. It's common inshore, and it's bottom-dwelling. Now, these are sand tigers, and they're relatively harmless, and they're easily recognizable by their mouthful of ragged projecting teeth, and are often mistakenly blamed for attacks.
I can't wait. I wish they were here right now.
Well, I'm not supposed to show you. But...
Sydney!
Yikes, Mom's out front. We gotta go before she leaves us here all night.
That's okay.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Pete. This is awesome.
Well, I hope you get an A on your project.
So do we. One last shot.
Oh,
Okay, we gotta go. Bye.
Hope your mom's there.
Bye, Sydney. Bye, Mr. Hanna.
Bye.
Sydney.
Do you think they had tape in that camera?
Yes, they had tape. And yes, the boys did get an A, thanks to me. I had a wonderful time, even with Mike and James along.
For in the end, we will conserve only what we love. We will love only what we understand. We will understand only what we are taught.
We're not so different, you and me. Look at all the things we share.
Now this girl
A
certainly
little
misunderstood.
personality and a certain self-awareness. You make the stadium a happy place. The warmth of your laughter, the smile on your face. Now we've come to the end of the show. Don't want to stop when our heart says go, go, go. Together we'll have some fun. Together till we get it done. A party we can crash. The kind that'll make us laugh together. You and me together in harmony. SeaWorld on display. It's a happy day. We can be together. It's a happy day when we can be together.
Shark Encounter would not have been possible without the support of Pepsi. Be young, have fun, drink Pepsi. Arby's, discover
The park got a friendly welcome. News Channel 5's Tony Gaskin says some unwanted guests were